June and Jennifer Gibbons, twins, inseparable, silent. Their world was a shared whisper, a secret language woven from the threads of an uncanny bond. Born in 1963 to Caribbean immigrants, they grew up in Wales, their silence a stark contrast to the lively chatter of their siblings. They moved as one, spoke as one, or rather didn't speak at all. To the outside world, they were an enigma, two souls adrift in a sea of unspoken words, but within their silent bubble, a complex and eerie relationship thrived. Their silence wasn't a lack of words, but a conscious choice, a pact, some whispered. They communicated in a language only they understood, a blend of sped-up English and invented words. Their world, though silent to others, was a whirlwind of shared thoughts, dreams, and fantasies. Their bond, while fascinating, was also unsettling. An invisible cord seemed to tether them, feeding their isolation and deepening the mystery surrounding their silence. Their secret language, dubbed cryptophasia by experts, was a testament to their unique bond. A tangle of inflections, rhythms, and invented words, it was a language impenetrable to the outside world. Teachers strained to decipher their hushed exchanges, classmates looked on in bewilderment, their parents, worried and confused, consulted specialists seeking answers in the realm of speech therapy and behavioral psychology. But June and Jennifer remained undeterred. Their language, their world was a sanctuary, a fortress against the intrusion of others. They spun tales, shared secrets, and built entire universes within the safe confines of their shared language. Their world, though confined by silence, was boundless in imagination. They were two halves of a whole, existing in a symbiotic dance of whispers and gestures. Their silence wasn't simply an anomaly, it was a symptom of a deeper, more complex dynamic. Psychologists pointed to the phenomenon of folie à deux, a shared psychosis where one twin's delusion becomes the reality of the other. The lines between their individual identities blurred, their sense of self intertwined. They were two sides of the same coin, inseparable and yet desperately longing for individual identities. This desire for individuality manifested in strange and disturbing ways. They wrote stories, dark and violent tales filled with macabre imagery and twisted desires. Their stories, though fictional, offered a glimpse into their inner turmoil, their unspoken desires, and the simmering resentment that brewed beneath the surface of their seemingly unbreakable bond. They saw their writing as an escape, a way to break free from the suffocating confines of their shared existence. As they grew older, their silence became a prison of their own making. They withdrew further, their world shrinking to the confines of their shared bedroom, their writings, and their secret language. School became an ordeal, a daily battle against the stares and whispers of their peers. The whispers turned to taunts, the stares to open ridicule. June and Jennifer became known as the Silent Twins, their silence a badge of their isolation. Their parents, desperate to break through the wall of silence, enrolled them in separate schools, hoping to force them to interact with the world. But their plan backfired. Isolated from each other, June and Jennifer retreated further into themselves, their silence hardening into an impenetrable shell. They would communicate through letters, their words filled with longing and despair, their bond seemingly strengthened by the forced separation. They yearned for each other's presence, their existence incomplete without the other half of their shared soul. Section 5. Whispers of Darkness, Acts of Rebellion. Their teenage years brought a new wave of turmoil. Rebellion simmered beneath the surface, finding expression in petty thefts, acts of vandalism, and increasingly disturbing writings. Their notebooks, filled with dark fantasies and violent narratives, became a source of concern for their parents and therapists. The girls were sent to Broadmoor, a high-security mental institution, their silence now perceived as a dangerous omen. The institution, with its cold walls and sterile environment, only intensified their isolation. They retreated further into their private world, their bond a lifeline in the suffocating atmosphere of confinement. They saw themselves as prisoners of their own silence, punished for a bond they couldn't control. Their resentment grew, directed not only at the world that sought to separate them, but also at each other. Section 6. Jennifer's Prophecy. A pact sealed in silence. It was within the walls of Broadmoor that Jennifer made a chilling declaration. "I'm going to die," she whispered to a nurse, her voice a mere tremor in the silence. "We've decided." Her words were dismissed as the ramblings of a troubled mind, but they held a sinister weight. A pact had been made, a sacrifice decided. One twin had to die so the other could live. But who would make the ultimate sacrifice? Their bond, once a source of comfort, had transformed into a suffocating straitjacket. Jennifer, it seemed, had decided to break free, not just for herself, but for her sister. Her death, she believed, would release June from the shackles of their shared existence, allowing her to finally experience life as an individual. Section 7. The sudden silence of one. In 1993, after years of confinement, June and Jennifer were deemed fit for transfer to a less secure facility, but fate, it seemed, had other plans. On the day of their transfer, Jennifer was found lifeless in June's arms, her face serene, her body strangely peaceful. The cause of death, acute myocarditis, an inflammation of the heart muscle. The medical explanation did little to quell the whispers and speculations. Had Jennifer willed herself to die? Was her death a final act of love, a sacrifice made to free her sister? The questions lingered, unanswered, adding another layer of mystery to the already enigmatic tale of the silent twins. Section 8. Breaking free, June's emergence from the shadows. Jennifer's death, though tragic, was a turning point in June's life. The silence that had once imprisoned her now held a different weight. It was the silence of grief, of loss, but also of liberation. June began to speak, haltingly at first, then with increasing confidence. She embraced life with a newfound appreciation, her words a testament to the sacrifice her sister had made. She reconnected with her family, expressing remorse for her past actions. She wrote about her experiences, her words offering a glimpse into the complex and often contradictory emotions she had grappled with for so long. June's story became a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, the power of love, and the enduring mystery of the twin bond. Section 9. A legacy of silence, a world left wondering. The tale of June and Jennifer Gibbons continues to fascinate and haunt. It's a story that defies easy explanations, a chilling reminder of the complexities of human connection and the fine line between love and obsession. Their silence, once a symbol of their isolation, now speaks volumes about the enduring power of the human spirit, the complexities of identity, and the profound and often unsettling nature of twin relationships. Their story is a cautionary tale, a reminder that even the strongest bonds can become cages, and that the desire for individuality, for a voice of one's own, is a fundamental human need. June and Jennifer's legacy is a reminder that sometimes, even in silence, there are stories waiting to be heard.